All right, let's get into the Crumbl spoilers for the week of November 3rd. This week is actually pretty insane and it's very undercover yet, but this entire week is going to be a brand new cookie and dessert week, so let's get into it. I don't know if you remember, but back in April, we had the Kardashian collab week where we had all brand new desserts and cookies. This is kind of the same thing. This person has the entire week to themselves, so let's reveal who it is. You might have already guessed it, but the Crumbl and Martha Stewart collab is going to be all next week long at Crumbl locations. There is supposed to be a special 6-pack yellow Crumbl boxes for next week. I have not seen any of the designs yet, so we'll definitely have to wait till Sunday night to see what Crumbl reveals. All right, the first one we have is a brand new coconut cake. From what I gathered from the description, this is most likely a normal cake, but the frosting on the bottom layer is supposed to be identical to the top. And then this one is supposed to be sprinkled with some toasted coconut as well. We don't see a lot of coconut at Crumbl, so I'm very intrigued to see what this looks like and how good this is going to taste for next week. All right, the next one we have is a thin chocolate chip cookie. This is supposed to be apparently 2 thin chocolate chip cookies sprinkled with some sea salt, and it is supposed to be somehow put together in a sleeve and sold as a dessert. Apparently there won't be any kind of mini sizes in the cookies this week. I don't know for sure. I could be wrong if Crumbl does change their mind or not. I know this is a full collaboration week. And moving on, the next one we have is a lemon meringue pie. This pie has a central filling surrounded by the crust. It is topped with 7 full whipped cream swirls, 1 in the middle and then surrounded by the other 6, and a lemon sticking out of the central one. I have no idea what this looks like. I always love Crumbl's lemon desserts, so I'm very intrigued to see how good this one is for next week. All right, the next one we have is a chocolate tart. So this is a pie cookie topped with some chocolate filling, then chocolate frosting, and has 7 single dollops of whipped cream on top of the frosting. I feel like this one sounds really good. I wish I could see what all these images look like though. All right, and then moving on, the next one we have is the New York cheesecake. So if you remember, Crumbl has like those containers for the cheesecake. Apparently this one is supposed to be peeled off. It's not actually sold in a baking container. This one is supposed to be very similar to the cheesecake cookie that they already have. So if you remember the New York cheesecake cookie, this one is supposed to be very identical to it. All right, moving on, the next one we have is the pumpkin bread. So this is supposed to be very similar to the pumpkin cake that was in that square mold a few weeks ago. This one is supposed to have a thick frosting on top and then a sprinkle of what looks like some cake crumbs as well. I'm all here for the pumpkin, so I'm excited for this one. All right, and then the last one we have is the iced brownie. So this brownie is supposed to be topped with some chocolate frosting and then drizzled horizontally with some white chocolate. So this is all we have for next week. We have 7 brand new desserts and cookies. So definitely let me know in the comments which ones you are most excited to try for next week. And what are your thoughts and opinions on next week's lineup? I don't know 100% how this will even look for Sunday, but I haven't seen any images of what the products will actually look like. So if you have any details, definitely let me know down below.